People love seeing attractive celebrities get together. It's a glamorous look at Hollywood relationships. Hailey and Justin Bieber are no exception to this rule. They are attractive, young, and always keep relevant in the news. But what about what we don't see? Hailey and Justin Bieber's relationship has come under fire quite a few times over the past year. Many people point to Justin's behavior as a sign of red flags. However, have we looked at her behavior towards the Canadian pop star as well? While we've been given a curated look on social media for the public eye, watching the uncurated, uncut behavior from the two, you can notice stress points throughout their interactions. From live arguments to explosive blow-ups, we've got an unprecedented look into what it's like to be the Biebers, and that's what we're going to look at today. His health and Lyme disease. Justin has been upfront and open about his mental health struggles and how it has affected him personally. Hailey's been supporting Justin's journey to wellness as he took a break from his music for his ongoing battle with depression. However, in his constant struggle, he struggles with Lyme disease. This is the first look into the potential issues coming from his wife. While discussing his battle with the disease on Instagram Live, a fan asked if it's been hard. Hailey jumped in to answer that it's been hard for them as a couple, effectively turning a personal struggle into about her as well. In response to this, Justin reminds her that it's his Lyme disease, not theirs. It was quick, and some might claim aggressively. However, in this case, it doesn't come across as the first time they've had this conversation. How many times has Hailey claimed their struggles, effectively taking the attention off of Justin in turn? It leaves more questions than it does answer. His Lyme disease has taken a toll on his mental and physical health, causing severe nerve and neurological damage in its wake. It may be a struggle to have things like his struggles co-opted by his wife like that. This live stream, more than anything, shows a crack in the curated story that the couple wishes to portray on social media of two young, attractive lovebirds. The two famously have been quick to show off things like matching tattoos or their second wedding ceremony. It's a clear divergence to see the way they treat each other in private. It also shows the behavior of making things about them rather than allowing Justin to grieve his personal health. Someone like Justin likely struggles with his own problems, and pulling them away from him can feel like a betrayal. Justin has had Hailey there with him as he released his most recent album and during his mental health break from touring. Not having someone properly support you through mental health struggles in dark times can be demoralizing and weigh heavily on Justin's already fragile psyche. You can imagine that someone taking your struggles and making them about them can do it tenfold. Behind closed doors. Other times we don't get to see the argument that leads to the explicit public outburst, like when Justin here is seen slamming a door in Hailey's face. We can see Justin's behavior and we can see Hailey's reaction. Still, chances are we're missing some important context as to why Justin blew up in this manner. Perhaps it's an out-of-context, automatic movement. Still, it seems more like an emotional response to what may have been a tense moment. Justin is not known for keeping his emotions close, as he wears every emotional response directly on his sleeve. It may only reflect negatively on him, but we can't assume that there is more here than meets the eye without the full context. The veil is slowly peeled back, revealing little snippets of uncut information to form our opinions on. Are we going to side with the calm, composed Hailey or the aggressive, emotional Justin? His repeated lashing out can be perceived as playful at times, or it could be seen as an almost immature way of processing what's going on behind closed doors. Whenever relationships are quick to marry, there should be some sort of lens placed over them to scrutinize why and how they got to this place. Hailey and Justin Bieber are two young people who may be too immature to be married, which is something to consider. With the camera flashing in their face all the time, their struggles are on full display in the way normal relationships don't deal with. In another live stream, Justin seems to be venting his frustrations with Hailey. He started going as far as to say, "If you weren't so hot, I would have gotten rid of you a long time ago."
If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
Justin, who is still very young and known for being childish in his reactions, seems unhappy with his relationship. He is expressing it in a way that appears mean, but it is simply the only way he processes any issue. Hailey's family, while mainly seeming supportive of the pair, has said things like calling their relationship cute but complicated. Her uncle Billy went so far as saying he thinks they could have waited a bit longer. Family plays a large part in whether a young couple feels supported, and comments like these can leave you wondering. The Baldwins have been in show business for years now, and their criticisms are very well tailored for the public eye. If their uncle is willing to critique one part of their quick marriage, we can imagine the stress one might be under if that is the public comment. It's hard forming a concrete view of what's going on behind the curtain of such a high-profile duo. Still, it's much less challenging to take the evidence and form your own decision. Justin has been under fire for how he's treated his wife, but a relationship goes both ways. Justin clearly wears his emotions on his face and his heart on his sleeve. It's almost like living your whole life as Hollywood royalty, as Hailey has, might give you some practice and composure. Do you think there's more to it than we can see? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Celeb Space, and turn on notifications.